Alright guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Witness Mtaga. I'm a businessman, a property investor, as well as the author of It's More Than Just Money, a guide to escaping the rat race and building generational wealth. Now welcome to my YouTube channel. Engage with us. Let us know where you are watching from. And today I'm not alone. I am sitting with Hetty. Hetty, the entrepreneur, is going to be having a conversation with me, asking me a couple of questions concerning business, property, entrepreneurship, becoming an author, and then also building an audience online. All right. So, yeah, Hetty, you can take it from here.
Hey guys. Okay, so I've actually captured Witness. This is completely unplanned, completely unscheduled. We're just chatting and I was like, you know what, let's get the cameras rolling and let's get people involved in a conversation that you and I have all the time. So if you see movement, it's because this is completely unscheduled.
Just greeting my daughter. All right,
okay.
Sweetie. Thank you.
Awesome. So yes, I've got Witness here and we're just having, honestly, just an off-the-cuff conversation about business, life, entrepreneurship and everything. Eh? So Witness, I think first and foremost, I would love to just pick your brain on the fact that here you are, a regular gentleman who has built an audience in the online space through sharing the knowledge you have, your experiences, and just being open and transparent. How did that come about?
Sure. So it started, I can literally say it started last year. I just felt the need to share information with people online.
Yeah.
Right. And it basically started from me sharing my journey in the property space.
Yeah.
Sharing experiences in terms of what my wife and I had done to build our business, you know, and all of a sudden there were a lot of people commenting on that.
Yeah.
Some comments were positive, some were negative.
Yeah.
And then I saw an opportunity in that and I said, okay, now there are a lot of people that are commenting on my stuff.
Yes.
I see now at the time, because when I started writing, I had about 400 followers on Facebook, and I saw that now I had about 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. And I said to myself, if I reach 10,000 people, I'm going to write a book because I will have an audience of 10,000 people that would be willing to purchase the book should they be, right? And that's how it all started, right? But other than that, I think I had a burning desire to really share information with people because I thought, I mean, for those of us who've been privileged to be exposed to people that are successful, people that have built businesses and they've shared information with us, how much better would the world be if we find a way to spread the information that we've learned for people to have the same kind of exposure we've had. So that's the mindset that I had when I did what I did.
Absolutely. You know, it's so interesting because we are living in a time of knowledge and information, right? So the more information you have, the more you can do with that information, the more you can build, make money from it, etc. And they're people where, as you say, where they come from, there might not be a lot of information.
Yeah.
If someone is watching us in our conversation right now and they don't have lots of access to information, what should they be doing to acquire more knowledge?
Sure. So, I mean, for a lot of people, right, we don't come from households where information is easily shared.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Myself included. I mean, it's not that I came from a household where information was easily shared.
Yeah.
It's just that I was fortunate that I had a mother who trusted me. And by trust, I mean she was able to allow me to do certain things that, for instance, right, I had access to her payslips, right? So I knew how much she earned.
Yeah.
We would have that conversation. I don't think she was aware then that she was teaching me or exposing me to information.
Absolutely.
But she allowed me to go fetch a payslip from work. I would open it on my way home and I'd say, oh, Mom, you earned this much. And she'd be like, yeah, this is how much I earned. This is what I use the money for. When you need money, she would say, but you know my budget.
Yeah.
You know what I use this money for. And then other than that, right, going back to your question, you asked if someone doesn't have information, where can they start? You know, it's funny that although we live in the information age right now, a lot of people do not seem to not be using the information that there is, right? And for me, by, let's say, my Facebook profile, I was just trying to create a practical way of how people can apply the information that there is out there already. Right? How do you take information and make it easy for people to apply? Because there's a lot of information out there, but it seems like people don't know how to apply it. And that's what my role has been, really, to say, how do we make it easy for an everyday person to take information and apply it? And that's why I wrote my book. It's more than just money, to say, if you want to build a business, buy a property, invest in shares, can you get that from my book? Absolutely. My YouTube channel, that platform on YouTube, guys, follow me on YouTube, was started for that, right? Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Basically there, we make it easy for people to have access to information, right? Information that can be shared in a way that is easy to understand, and also a way that is easy to apply. You know, because although we say information is power, right? We say this all the time when we have our conversations. Witness, applied information is power. It's not just the information.
Absolutely.
It's the application thereof. So my role is really to nudge people into applying what they already know. And you know, with my Facebook page as well, it's more than just money Facebook page. I'm constantly trying to make it easy for people to access information where that is related to making money for themselves, for their families, for the community. That's what I'm trying to do. But also there are other people online, right? So you can be on Facebook to get jokes. If you want jokes on Facebook, you'll find them. Right? If you want entertainment, you'll find it. If you want empowering information or information that's going to cause you to think, we are there. You'll find us. We'll give you that information. So it all depends on what you want, right? Whatever you want, you're going to find it.
Yeah, true. That is so true. Okay, so you've recently been talking about your mentorship program, right? Why now? Because, I mean, you and I work together. I see the number of messages all the time. Witness mentor me, witness mentor me. And of course, you know, you're very busy with your different projects, etc. Why this particular point do you feel like, yes, the time is ripe now?
So I think everything is about timing, right? And having the capacity to do what people are asking. Like, for instance, you've seen the number of messages that we get when we're working. It's a lot of people that are saying, mentor me. But I don't have the time to sit one-on-one with people every day. Literally, if I was to do one-on-one mentorship, I'd sit and talk the whole day to people. I wouldn't have time to work, right? Because I've got properties to run, I've got businesses, other businesses that I'm involved in. I saw that there are a lot of people that need help. And I would say, remember, I would say to you guys that I don't want to take on any mentorship. I did not want to take it on, right? And then you said to me, okay, let's start with the inner circle chats. Let's have it as a chat. A lot of people joined the inner circle. It's been amazing, hasn't it? It's been amazing. Yo, guys. Absolutely amazing. It's fire. it's so powerful. People are learning. Circle chats are just hot. Like they're red fire hot. I think what's amazed both of us is the level of engagement, the feedback we're getting. People saying, geez, I've learned so much. Did you expect that when we started it off? No. Honestly speaking, I expected fewer people. But at the same time, I must be honest, because of the number of people that have been saying, Witness, we want to engage with you. Witness, we want to have a conversation with you. We want to see how we could apply the knowledge that you have in our personal businesses and our personal lives. We want to find a way to live our jobs or to increase our income, because not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. Some wants to continue in the work that they're doing. Right. So I wasn't totally overwhelmed by the number of people that are joining the inner circle chats. But I must say it was a surprise to say, oh, actually people are hungry for information. And they're hungry for genuine information.
That's it.
Right?
That's
not
it.
for information that's going
not
to
just any random
exploit them. You know, people can say join my stuff only to exploit. It's genuine. We're sharing genuine information that people can apply and where people can use to grow their portfolios, start their portfolios if they are starting. Right. So, and then the mentorship. After we talked about the inner circle chats and we did that. Then from the inner circle, we said, oh, but guys, why don't we have a proper program? Right. I have access to successful entrepreneurs, property investors, developers, quantity surveyors, engineers, all those people, architects. Why don't we set up a program where people easily get mentored and it's a platform where they can have different expertise that they have access to that makes it possible for them to learn and grow. Right? And that's where the mentorship came in to say, but let's not make it this one-on-one conversation because I won't have the time to do that. We'll set up a proper program that would look somewhat like an academy for property online. Right?
And I love that because that is exactly what you built with this. It's like a property academy. To be honest with you, because I've got the privilege of working and seeing the back end and just how meaty it is, I'm super excited because I don't think I've seen a mentorship program that is this kind of comprehensive. Because what we didn't realize the blessing would be is that because we're doing it in a group format as opposed to one-on-one, people are actually going to have a buddy, someone they can work with. And that is such a privilege because so many people start their property journey alone.
Absolutely.
And then they make mistakes alone. Then they have to figure it out alone. Imagine just having someone with you to learn with you. And, you know, the way you've structured this is just, it's so brilliant. Do you feel that a part of you is giving to people the gift of maybe what you wish you had when you started out?
Yeah, absolutely. Remember when I started, I was 18. And I knew nothing about property, honestly. My mother threw me in the deep end. I actually did not even think property was a business. Right? I just thought, oh, well, you just get some money, you pay school fees, you buy some groceries, and that's it. Right? But had there been a platform where it was easy for me to go and learn, I would have taken that opportunity. Why? I've got a Bachelor of Business Administration degree. Right? When I went to apply for the degree, I actually wanted to study something property related. And the guy was like, okay, I hear you, you want to do this property stuff. We don't have a course like that, but you strike me as an entrepreneur. I think you must study something that is business related. Right? So meaning at that age already, I was searching for something that was property related that I would have learned. Right? So I do believe that had I known there is, I would have convinced my mother to pay for it for me so that I can have access to that information, access to the networks. You know, as the cliche goes, your network create your network worth, right? Determines your net worth rather. Right? So for me, it has been that to say, if there was an opportunity back then for me to have access to this kind of information, I would have. And maybe retrospectively, right, I am actually trying to give someone else something that I did not have, right? And you know, my mindset around sharing information is that when a society has a lot of people that are doing well, extremely well, in their respective careers, respective businesses, financially, right, the country prospers. Right? Because the prosperity of a country is determined by the prosperity of its citizens.
Yes.
If the citizens are not prospering, what do? They loot, they burn things up, right? Trust me, the past 2 weeks we saw events happening.
Yeah.
Those people, do you think if they had portfolios, they had access to money, access to information, and they lived in better houses, drove better cars, you think those people were going to loot?
No, definitely
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
right?
You're quite right. Yeah.
So in my heart, when I see things like that, I'm like, but guys, we exist, we are here. Why don't you create platforms for people to learn how to prosper?
Exactly.
Even if it's not those people learning.
Yes.
What if it's their kids learning how to prosper?
Absolutely.
So we don't repeat this cycle of people looting, of people doing what they're doing.
Absolutely.
You can't blame them, of course, right? Because, I mean, you're in no position to judge something that you are not in.
Yes.
But if you could have the capacity and the understanding of how you could help those people, then why not?
Yeah, I think what you're saying is so powerful, because essentially going into this mentorship program means that the knowledge you acquire from it, number one, you can take home and share with your spouse.
Yes.
Number two, you can take home and share with your children.
Yeah.
So it's like you're paying for something once, but you can have the capacity to create generational wealth by being able to pass on that knowledge to your family, to future generations. And then that's how you have, property owners across a line of generations, you know. And it's so interesting to me, Witness, because a lot of people think that, okay, if I'm going to do anything knowledge-based, I must wait for my employer to pay. But interestingly enough, your employer is not going to pay for you to do a course.
So when you've got your vision, you've worked on your vision, you've visualized it. Let's take property, for instance.
Yeah.
You see yourself as a property investor.
Yeah.
Right? You visualized yourself as a property investor. You put it in place. I want to own this much property in so many years, or in 10 years, 5 years, whatever the timeline you have is. And then you internalize it, right? It becomes a part of who you are. You live and breathe that vision. When you think about it, you see yourself as an investor, right? Then we come in, we show you a strategy on how you can start applying that, right? After that, you have to be able to take the initiative.
Yes.
Like you said,
yes.
Right? Will your employer do it for you? Of course not, right? But it lies with you.
Yes.
Being able to take that initiative and saying, I will do it for myself. I'm going to take action. Yeah. Right? And obviously you'll find yourself facing opposition, right? In more ways than one. Yeah. Whatever project, every project is different.
Yes.
Right? So although I've been in property for years, I've done property developments, I've partnered with some successful people.
Yes.
There are projects where I've faced opposition and I've faced challenges in getting the stuff done. Yes. Right? Or getting it to be successful as a project.
Yes.
But I've had to learn to overcome those obstacles. Those obstacles are everywhere.
Absolutely.
Right? So once you've initiated, you'll face some obstacles, right? And then I guess it must come from your heart. It must be, you must find it a necessity.
Yes.
For you to create wealth for yourself and for your family. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Yeah. Unless you deem it necessary for you to do.
Absolutely. One last thing, just with regards to your mentorship, you've been very intentional about not making it purely theoretical. I know of mentorship programs where it's just theory, which is great, but then there's no implementation.
For sure.
You've actually done this brilliant thing where you are marrying the two, so you learn and you implement.
For sure.
What inspired that? Why did you feel that implementation, you must go out there, do it, then come back? Why did you want to incorporate that within the program?
Look, I'm a practical guy.
Yeah.
Everything for me has to be practical.
Yeah.
It doesn't help to sit and get theory.
Yeah.
And you apply at the end.
Yeah.
If you apply at the end, you might have forgotten what you learned in the beginning, right? True. But as you apply it as you go, I'll give you an example. Maybe we say we're teaching you how to fix your credit.
Yes.
We're teaching you, for instance, how to position your finances in such a way that banks can say, okay, this guy is funding ready,
Yes.
we can give him a mortgage.
Yes.
Right? Unless you apply that in the beginning, it's not going to work.
Yes.
Because then we're going to move on to something else, but you're still left behind in terms of that one thing that you should have learned and applied.
Yes.
So I think it's important for everything to be practical. That's why I call my book a practical guide.
Yes. Yes.
Right? It's a practical guide. You have to put stuff and get in there and get things done while you move along. Otherwise, it becomes point. And I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I want to mentor people that I know as a group, for instance. They are getting things done.
Absolutely.
We get opportunities. We bring them to the table.
Love that.
They get to see what we are doing as well.
Yeah.
They get involved. They apply their thinking. They also get to partake in those kind of opportunities. It's practical.
Yes.
I want things like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For someone to come out knowing that, when I started, I didn't know this. I know how to do it confidently by myself now because I've been doing it practically. Yeah.
I love that. So one of the first avenues for people to get into your mentorship program is, of course, joining in the Inner Circle chat.
Yeah.
What was your vision for the Inner Circle chat? Because, geez, it's such an amazing community of like-minded people where we're coming together, learning, engaging, asking questions. It's just so fantastic. What was the kind of the inspiration behind it?
So the inspiration behind the Inner Circle chats, right, was to sift out my online community.
Yes.
And say, out of this community I have on Facebook and everywhere else,
yes,
which people are like-minded?
Yes.
Which people are willing to meet with us?
Yes.
Engage with us?
Yes.
Share opportunities with us? Share information with us? That's what it was about. To say, let's have our own clique, for instance, of people that are like-minded, of people that want to prosper,
absolutely,
that will take the initiative to join the Inner Circle and meet with us.
Yes.
Those are the people we want in our mentorship eventually.
Yes.
Right? We just don't want to pick up anyone anywhere.
Yeah.
We want people that have gone through our Inner Circle. Our Inner Circle chats are monthly.
Yeah.
Right? We have them every month.
Yeah.
We started off at the end of the month. Now we say, it's better to have it at the beginning of the month.
Yes.
We have those conversations.
Yes.
But they're moving us forward every time.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And it makes it easy for people within the Inner Circle to get access to asking us questions, engaging with us.
I love that.
Right? And then also, obviously, now those who are interested in doing the mentorship, they end up doing the mentorship.
Yeah.
Because I want serious people around me.
Yeah.
Like you said, I'm very busy.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be busy doing nothing.
Yes. Yes.
I want to be busy doing something that is worthwhile.
It has to make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things I see the Inner Circle chat as being, it's like it's the seat at the table. So many people want a seat at the table, and what the Inner Circle chat is doing is it's giving you that opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Because, for example, this particular month, you're actually presenting a deal that people can participate in. So many people are out there looking for good deals.
For sure.
They don't know where to go.
For sure.
And here you are saying, guys, I've got an opportunity for you. I'm putting it on the table. And that for me is just, it's amazing, because you're not only just teaching, but you are practicing and you are inviting people along as well. I think that's just so brilliant. So kind of what is your thinking behind that? Because now you're saying, okay, we're filtering through the people so that we've got like-minded people. Now let's not only learn, but let's take action and invest. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we don't want to be busy doing nothing.
Yeah.
Upon sharing the information, upon teaching each other how to invest, when the opportunities come, why don't we share in the opportunity? Why don't we invest together?
Yeah.
Why don't we find a way to move each other to the next level of our lives?
Yeah.
And if there's a lucrative deal that I think people can partake in, and we can do the deal together, I would absolutely do it with my Inner Circle.
Yes.
Remember, I've always had an Inner Circle.
Yes.
Right? It's just that my Inner Circle is mostly guys in their 50s and 60s, guys that are very accomplished. You know?
Yeah.
And some of the deals is deals they pass on to me to say, Witness, we've done this before, so that we think this meat would be proper for you to partake with your people. You know, be it your friends or the people you invest with or the people in your inner circle, you know. And I've seen, you know, since we've started the inner circle chats, deals are coming.
They're coming.
A lot of people are saying, look, I've got this
opportunities, and we're bringing people along. Guys, it's so wonderful.
You know, so it's nicer when you've got like-minded people, 30, 40, 50, 60 people, 100 people that you can invest with.
Sure, this is amazing. Before we begin to kind of just wrap it up, I want to thank you for allowing me to capture you and have this conversation, because it's a nice opportunity for me to pick your brain. It's nice for people just to see you in a relaxed environment where we're kind of just chatting. For me, I enjoy working with you. It's such a privilege to see all of this in action, you know, on a daily basis, kind of seeing the moving parts, etc. You know, Witness, a lot of people are inspired by you. And maybe let me just put you on the spot whilst we wrap this up. A lot of people are truly inspired by you. We get messages all the time of the different ways in which you've impacted people. Sometimes you're not even aware of it. You are just being you, right? But through that, you impact people's lives. People have bought your book. They've implemented the strategies, etc. For somebody that's watching this and is saying, you know, one day I want to be like a Witness, I also want to impact lives, etc. And looking at the times that we're in a pandemic here, the economy isn't so great, we've had all the turmoil within the country as well. What would be kind of like your parting words to somebody that's watching, that is looking for inspiration, just looking for that kind of motivation to keep going and pursuing their dreams? What would your words to them be today?
Well, if you don't bet on yourself, no one will bet on you.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. You have to believe in your God-given abilities. You know, when it started, it was just me writing. I didn't even know that I've got the gift of writing. Right. So over time, I realized, oh, hang on,
there's something here.
There's something here, right? Then later on, I realized it's actually the gift of communication. I know how to communicate effectively and properly with people, be it written or oral communication.
Absolutely.
Right? But you discover that when you are not scared to bet on yourself, right? So I think if you're sitting there listening, bet on yourself. Whatever your gift is. You know, there's the Bible scripture. It says your gift will make room for you and bring you amongst important people.
Oh, right? I love that.
So it's your gift that does that for you. But remember, you've got to have the character to sustain that position that your gift has brought you into. Right? We have a lot of people that trust in us, that believe in us, that invest with us, that work with us. But it's the character that maintains that kind of thing. Because without character, really, there's nothing. Right? So that's my parting words. You know, bet on yourself, believe in yourself, whatever your gift is, whether it's cooking, whether it's singing, whether it's talking, whether it's writing, bet on yourself, focus on your gift. Your gift will make room for you, use it to serve people, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you'll be like a Witness, or a Gary Vee, or a Grant Cardone, or you'll change the world in any small way you can, or a big way you can. It doesn't really matter. Right? What's his name? Martin Luther King. Right? He says, if you can run, walk. If you can walk, crawl. If you can crawl, something along those lines, right? But then he says, whatever it is, keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Love that. Yeah. I love that. That's such beautiful words to part on, is bet on yourself. Your gifts will make room for you.
Absolutely.
Love it. Thanks for joining in on just our random afternoon conversation. Thank you, guys. Enjoy your day.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.